Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
If you haven't been to Tempe, Arizona to a college football game at Arizona State, it definitely should be on your bucket list. This is one of the most unique stadiums in all of college sports, built into the side of a mountain. You literally can go for a hike and watch the college football game. They have one of the most fun atmospheres in all of the stadium. They have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Aggies offense will start this game off with the football. And for the first time today, we get a look at Rueben Owens. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go to the fullback. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Owens. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This is a designed run. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend.
Snags it, and there's running room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Caught behind the line, it's Owens. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Reed fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Here's a give to Robinson. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. They're all over him. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's got his man across the middle. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Play action on first down. Turns it loose. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Right side, it's Robinson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to Robinson. Touchdown, Sun Devils! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. And the returner will be brought down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Follows his block. It's Owens. They were all over it.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Finds his target. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A&M comes back out with another first down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Reed to throw. In traffic, it's Johnson. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Owens. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Out wide right, it's Owens. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Calls his own number. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Reed lets it fly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Texas A&M going quickly. Sets his feet. It's Reed. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. They finally made... But not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Reed on the play action. Moves to his right. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline. property here, and the result of the play stands. Here's a give to Robinson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Throwing Reed, looking left. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Mack. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Play action with Reed. Throws to the tight end. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
fellas. Welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the number 15 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's Georgia Southern in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Tempe. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room at the half, the Sun Devils head coach told me something crucial. He told me that he is probably going to stick with this young player. Although they are leading right now, he is concerned about the play of this young star. He said, I've got to see a more consistent performance for him here in the second half, but they're going to give him that opportunity to right the ship. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And the Sun Devils come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Pulls and fired complete. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Keeps it moving. It's Owens. Breaks into the open. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Reed. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle tackle him at the 19.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Rush is on. Right side, it's Owens. Caught, and he's got room. Jumped on top of the pile.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the RPO. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse.
Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the offense punches it in again, and we called his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Making his first move. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Play fake, Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Sun Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the ground, it's Owens. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Might as well run him again. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game?
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Making the adjustment on the play. Quarterback keeps it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Left side, it's Danzy. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Snags it over the middle. Good, strong tackle.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Owens. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it! And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Complete in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find it.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Fresh set of downs going to the air. He's got him this time. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Look out! Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Driving forward, it's Owens. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, just keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. A A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. With these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
And the extra point is good, but that's just a little window dressing, and the game is over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.